Good morning, children. Welcome back to our recorded classes. This is Ma'am Anna Rajshekar, your English teacher. Children, hope you all are good. I'm good too. And also, I'm waiting for all your presentation videos, children, because I haven't received most of your videos and I'm unable to share the marks with you all. So kindly send it as soon as possible. All right? So let's get started for today's session then. Let's see what today's topic is. In today's class, I will be covering types of sentences, definitions, and examples. Let's start off with today's class then. Children, in the last class, I taught you about the sentences. In case you all missed it, here's a recap for those who missed it and for all those who didn't understand what the sentence is. Now, what is a sentence all about? A group of words that expresses a complete thought, feeling, and that makes a complete sense is called a sentence. A sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop or a question mark or an exclamation mark. Now, a sentence has two parts, children, the subject and the predicate. Now, what is a subject? The subject of a sentence is what or whom the sentence is about. So subject means about whom we are talking in the sentence. And predicate is the part of a sentence that tells us what the subject does or is. Now predicate is what is done by the subject. Alright. So are you all clear till here? So in today's session, we will learn the types of sentences according to their function with examples. Are you all ready? Look at this once again. The sentence, a group of words that makes a complete sense or expresses a complete thought is called a sentence. As I told you all, there are two parts of a sentence, which is subject and predicate. Look at the first sentence. He smiles. He becomes the subject. Smiles becomes the predicate. Autumn leaves twirl gently to the ground. Now we are talking about what? Autumn leaves. So autumn leaves becomes the subject. Twirl gently to the ground becomes the predicate. The third one. The park district will open an outdoor ice skating rink in November. So the park district will become the subject. Will open an outdoor ice skating rink in November becomes the predicate. Sentences are divided into four categories. They are declarative sentence, interrogative sentence, exclamatory sentence, and imperative sentence. Let's see what declarative sentences are. Declarative sentence is also called as assertive sentences. A declarative sentence makes a statement. It ends with a period. Period means full stop, children. So they tell us something, they give us information, and they normally end with a full stop. Now assertive sentence or declarative sentence can be positive or negative. Let's look at these examples. These examples may either give us some information, or they might make a statement, or they might tell us something. Alright, so let's look at the first one. The boy is happy. It's telling us that the boy is happy. I put my money in a piggy bank. This is my camera. The eagle is flying. The people are running. So hope you all have understood what declarative sentences are. Let's look at the second sentence, which is the interrogative sentence. What is an interrogative sentence? Interrogative sentence ask a question. They ask us something. They want information, and they always end with a question mark. So hope you all have understood what interrogative sentences are. Now let's look at these examples. May I borrow your newspaper? Did you turn the light off? What is your favorite song? Do you ride the bus? Have you ever visited New York City? So it is just interrogative. The word interrogative means asking questions. So whenever you hear the word interrogative, it is only asking questions, and make sure you put a question mark at the end of the sentence. Clear, children? Let's look at the third sentence, which is the exclamatory sentence. Now, what is an exclamatory sentence? An exclamatory sentence expresses strong emotion or surprise, and they always end with an exclamation mark. Let's look at these examples now. Happy birthday, Tom. Ouch, that hurt. Banana splits are the best desserts. What a beautiful rose. Hope you all have understood this as well. Let's look at the fourth sentence, which is imperative sentence. What is an imperative sentence? An imperative sentence gives a command or makes a request. It ends with a full stop, and sometimes it ends with an exclamation mark as well, children. Let's look at these examples. These are either making a request or it is giving a command. Look at the first one. Mom, please tie my shoelace. That's a request. Look at the second one. Open your mouth. That's a command. Please bring the pizza to the table. This is also a request. Mark, do all your homework before you go out to play. That's a command. Do 10 push-ups and 20 jumping jacks. This also is a command. So hope you all have understood what imperative sentences are, children. And now it's my turn to ask you all questions. Are you all ready? Please start typing and send the answers to me, or write it down and send it to me, children. Let me see who will be the first one to get a round of applause from me in the group. So here's your question 1. How many kinds of sentences did you learn? How many kinds of sentences did you learn? And tell me, what are the two parts of a sentence? What are the two parts of a sentence? What is an exclamatory sentence? What is an exclamatory sentence? And give an example sentence for imperative sentence. Give an example sentence for imperative sentence. Done, children? So, children, here ends the chapter in grammar, which is the sentences. Now, I have taught you all what sentences are. I've taught you all the two parts of a sentence, and I also did teach you all the 4 sentences with definitions and examples. So, can we quickly do a recap of what we learned? From the first, what is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete thought, feeling, and that makes a complete sense is called a sentence. A sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop or a question mark or an exclamation mark. And a sentence has 2 parts, the subject and the predicate. What is a subject? Subject tells who or what the sentence is about. For example, the cat is sleeping in the sun. Whom are we talking about? We are talking about the cat. So, the cat becomes the subject. Now, what is a predicate? A predicate tells what the subject does or is. Let's look at the same example. The cat is sleeping in the sun. We all know that the cat is the subject. Now, what is the cat doing? It is sleeping in the sun. So, is sleeping in the sun becomes the predicate. And we also did learn that there are 4 different kinds of sentences. What are they? They are assertive sentences, interrogative sentences, imperative sentences, and exclamatory sentences. Now, all what you all have to keep in mind, children, when you all listen the word declarative sentence, always make sure that it is a command. It is a command. Okay. And when we ask about interrogative sentence, always keep in mind that interrogative means always asks a question. When it comes to imperative sentence, keep in mind that this gives a command. All right. And when it comes to exclamatory sentences, keep in mind that that expresses an emotion. All right. So let's look at an example for assertive or declarative sentence. I like coffee. So that is, you're declaring, yes, I like coffee. All right. For interrogative sentence, do you like coffee? Yes, I do. Now, that is for interrogative sentence. Okay. Now, imperative sentence, an example. Stop troubling me. That's an interrogative. Or you can also use the sentence, turn left at the bridge. And for an exclamatory sentence, what an exciting movie it was. So that's an exclamatory mark at the end. Hope you all are very clear with all the four types of sentences and also the two parts of a sentence and also what is a sentence. Hope it was very clear, children, and hope you found this grammar session interesting. In case if you have any doubts, children, always play the video again and again, and still if you didn't understand or if you can't understand anything, always feel free to call me, children. All right. Now comes your assignments. Children, for your classwork, I will be sending definitions via WhatsApp. Kindly copy the same in your grammar class workbook the way I have written. Okay, wherever it is underlined, see that you are also underlined. And wherever I have drawn line, see that you all draw line the same way. And write it neatly, children. Don't scratch, don't overwrite. Okay, please see that you all keep your class workbooks neat and tidy. And for your homework, I will be sending a worksheet via the WhatsApp. Please see that you do it in your homework book, children. Once again, I repeat, please see that you do it in your homework book. And children, I have a small request. Okay. Now you all are sending your assignments. Please see that you send all your assignments or any messages that you want to send me before 8:30 p.m. After 8:30 p.m., avoid sending messages because I can see that most of you children are sending messages even at 11:30 p.m. That's the time to sleep, right? You all should be sleeping. Okay. So a sincere request, see that from morning 6 o'clock, you all start sending your classwork, homework, or your projects. But see that after 8:30, you all don't send messages, not only to me, children, to all the teachers. Okay. And secondly, whenever you're sending messages, you'll have to give some time because I might be busy with some other work because I have to do recording, I have to prepare for my next class, or I'll be busy with corrections, or I might be busy with some other work. So once you all send a message, I will definitely reply within a couple of hours or the next day. But if it's something emergency and you want to take my permission or ask something, and if you find that it is an emergency, please call me. Whenever you all have called, I have answered all your calls. Or if in case I was busy, I would send a message to you all telling that I'm in a recording, I will call you back. So children, please do not feel offended if I have not replied to your message or if I don't pick your call. This would be the reason. All right. And I want to thank you all children for all the wishes that you all sent for Teachers' Day. I was so happy. I miss you all too, children. Okay. And thank you once again so much. So until we meet in next class, this is Ma'am Anna Rajshekar thanking you all, and bidding you all goodbye. Stay connected for the next class.